Most people fear being alone on a dark, deserted highway. But what's truly terrifying isn't being alone. It's the moment you realize you are being followed by something that doesn't belong in this world. Tonight, Caleb shares a story from 2010. A night when a simple car breakdown on an Appalachian mountain pass turned into a battle between an ancient hunger and a protector he didn't even know he had. If you've ever felt eyes on the back of your neck while driving through the woods, this story is for you. This is The Guardian of the Pass. My name is Caleb, and before I tell you what happened that night, I need to tell you about the sound. Every night since that incident, I hear it again. A faint, metallic jingle like spurs or heavy chain dragging across asphalt somewhere behind me. Soft, slow, as if someone is following but never close enough to see. It started in 2010, shortly after I married Claire. Claire was different from anyone I had ever known. She was deeply spiritual, rooted in the old ways of mountains. Every evening she would sit by the window whispering prayers in a low, melodic hum. I didn't share her faith, but I couldn't deny that the house always felt warmer when she did it. Like the shadows in the corners of the room were being forced to step back. A month after our wedding, we took a short trip to a cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains. The first day was a dream. The second was a warning we didn't understand yet. Late that Sunday, my office called. An emergency meant I had to be back in the city by Monday morning. We had no choice but to pack up and hit the road late at night. A mistake I'll regret forever. By the time we reached the high mountain pass, it was after 11 p.m. The road was empty. The kind of empty where the silence starts pressing against your eardrums. Claire fell asleep in the passenger seat, and the forest stretched endlessly on both sides. Then the engine coughed. It jerked once, then died. The headlights dimmed into the blackness. For the first time that night, I felt the road staring back to us. We pushed the car to the shoulder and tried to flag down a rare passing vehicle. Finally, a lone trucker slowed down. He didn't offer a ride. He just rolled down his window, his face pale, and whispered, "You shouldn't stay here. Not on this stretch. Too many people go missing. If you see the Stout Man, don't look him in the eye. Just keep God's name on your lips." He didn't wait for a reply. He floored it, leaving us in a silence so thick it felt like it was crushing my skin. I didn't want to leave Claire alone in the car, so we decided to walk toward a service station 3 miles ahead. It was a narrow, terrifying road, a cliff on one side, a rock wall on the other. While walking, my bootlace came loose. I bent down to tie it, and Claire kept walking, almost drifting forward as if she were in a trance. I called out to her, but before she could respond, a man's voice spoke from the darkness behind me. "Going somewhere this late, sir?" I spun around. A stout man stood a few feet away, half hidden by the trees. His face was unnervingly grey, as if the light from my flashlight simply slid off him instead of revealing his features. Still, I felt relieved. Anyone was better than no one. I told him our car had died. He smiled, but his teeth looked too sharp, too many. He hissed, "Mine too. I'm headed to that same station." We began walking with him, trailing a few paces behind. But something was wrong. Claire was still ahead of me, walking stiffly, not looking back once. I tried to talk to her, but she didn't react. Then the man behind me suddenly growled, "Tell your wife to stop saying that name." "What name? She isn't saying anything," I asked, my heart hammering. "She is," he whispered, his voice vibrating like grinding metal. "She keeps screaming it in my head over and over." I walked faster, close enough to hear Claire breathing, but her lips weren't moving. I turned back to the man. His shape was changing, growing. His limbs were stretching, becoming long and spindly. His eyes began to glow like a polished steel. That thing was no longer pretending to be human. I grabbed Claire's wrist and bolted. That's when the sound began, the rapid clack-clack of heavy boots and that metallic jingle of spurs behind us. The creature was hunting us. We ran blindly until a tall silhouette appeared in the road ahead. A man in an old-fashioned duster coat, wearing a brimmed hat, holding a wooden staff that shimmered in the dark. The moment the creature saw him, it let out a raw, inhuman shriek, a sound that made the very air turn cold and retreated into the darkness so fast it was like it never existed. The man in the duster walked toward us calmly. "Children, why are you out here? This road isn't safe." His voice felt warm, familiar, like a memory I couldn't quite place. He led us forward, and strangely, the path didn't feel frightening anymore. Within minutes, we reached the glowing yellow bulb of the service station. I turned to thank him, but he was gone. Not walking away, not fading, just gone. The mechanic inside turned white when I told him who helped us. "Sir, a man matching that description was a ranger here 40 years ago. He died on this road protecting a family from a drifter. Folks say he still patrols the pass, but only when the Stout Man is out hunting." On the drive home, Claire told me she hadn't said a word out loud, but in her mind, she had been calling out a protector her grandfather had told her about, a guardian of her travelers. The next day, I searched a local archives. When the photo loaded, my hands went numb. It was him, the man in the duster, the same calm smile, the same wooden staff. I don't know how he saved us, or how long he had been following us before he showed himself. But sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I still hear the faint jingle behind me, soft, slow, waiting. And I keep wondering, was the ranger still guarding us that night, or was the Stout Man still trying to catch up? Caleb and Claire made it off that mountain, but some things on the old American highways never truly rest. There are thousands of stories across the US of phantom protectors, spirits that returned from the grave just to finish the job they started in life. But what do you think? Was it Claire's prayer that summoned the ranger, or was he already there waiting in the shadows? And have you ever felt like you weren't alone on a dark country road? Let me know your stories in the comments. I'll be hurting the best ones. Don't forget to subscribe for more true to life horror. Stay safe and keep your eyes on the road.